How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lo4f, and today I'm going to attempt, well, we got it done in the end, this lift-off mission, or contract, whatever it is a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. I was trying to do it yesterday. All you got to do, it's already built and in that shed. I've got to literally drag it out there to there, in theory, like, just about the easiest mission in the whole entire game. But, yeah, I was having a few issues. So first of all, we'll go for a little drive there, give me a chance to yap on for a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of dropping the hammer, going with Dolphin and Lo4f, not just Dolphin and Lo4f, but OG Lo4f. He's like the original that started it all, and I believe this is my second Dolphin. I couldn't find or remember particularly where I've ended up with my first Dolphin I ever got, but this is Black Dolphin. He was the second one. He's been around for a good old while, since the original maps. Can't find it, grind it. Yeah, these rocks are a bit of a pain in the arse. Soon got over them, and yeah, I was trying to drop the hammer, do a bit of a speed run. You kind of got two main options for which way you want to go. As I get a little bit further down here, I can either go off to the right through the farm, or follow the main road down to, like, essentially where that river crossing is. It's a little bit hit and miss going across the river like this way, so I end up going through the farm. A little bit riskier. Normally I just dip into that dip on the left, but fancied my chances, like I said, dropping the hammer, going for a speed run. Yeah, as for the other day, yeah, apologies I missed the bloody live stream. I woke up, I was like, bastard. Not mad, I'm disappointed. I'd not been asleep for about 60 or 65 hours. Because my sleeping pattern's been like, I've been waiting on phone calls and stuff all week, just different bits and bobs to sort. On top of that, I'd been taking some of those sleeping tablets again for a little while, like the previous month or so before. I'd stopped taking them again. So kind of between that, my just sleeping pattern was like every time I felt like going to sleep, I was needing to wait up for a phone call or do something. Every time I wanted to go to bed, I didn't feel tired, or I sort of feel exhausted, but not like I'm actually going to get sleep. Yeah, but I got completely sidetracked on what day or everything it was. It was only about 8 PM on Saturday night. I realised, like, oh shit, I'm doing the live stream later. Probably not the best idea to just stay awake for, yeah, 60 odd hours. And I was trying, really genuinely trying. I would have gone bed at about 8 at night if, well, yeah, that was literally when I was going to go to bed, and then I realised that I've got the live stream later, so I tried my best to stay up. I felt like crap as well, which wasn't helping. And then, yeah, about 1 o'clock I started getting a bit of a headache as well. I even sat up and leaning forward, closing my eyes, trying to, like, darkness helps with the headaches. Sat forward so I didn't fall asleep, and then I literally don't know. The next thing I remember, I woke up on the sofa at about 4:30, and yeah, I was like, God damn it. I wish I'd just put a message then in before the live stream just saying, look, I'm not going to make it. But yeah, I did try, I planned on it. It was my intentions were true, but yeah, didn't happen. I was thinking yesterday, I could just do another live stream, but obviously the idea behind the time I do the live stream is so it's kind of like Saturday night / Sunday morning. Like, for most people it's somewhere within the weekend, no matter where you are in the world, so it's kind of the best chance that someone's got if they are going to be up, want to stay up, whatever. Yeah, on a Sunday night kind of / Monday morning, it's just going to be a completely different kettle of fish. So I'll just skip it this time, to be honest. At least the good news is it's in a bit of a kind of quiet time for SnowRunner, while we're all kind of, I assume, waiting for Phase 5, really. Oh yeah, just driving, like, basically you got to go to that centre of the map, like the middle mission, not mission control, sorry, I can't remember what it's called, launch pad probably. You end up, like, I didn't realise, but there's a couple of stages to this mission. So it's going to make me drive to, like, the mission control afterwards, which is like another little factory in the middle of nowhere. To be fair, again, this mission is pretty bloody easy, even though you have got to drive to that mission control as well. For the money it pays out, this is about the only mission in this entire phase that we got that I would say is pretty decent money. Obviously, I don't know, it's kind of like a final payout bonus after you've done all the missions that lead up to this, so averaged out it's still not amazing. Still hate this section of the map. I've not missed this for the last 2 weeks or so. I mean, in the end, that's partly why I'm trying this lift-off mission, because, yeah, because I was a bit pissed off that I missed the live stream, and I was just kind of thinking, like I said literally a couple of weeks ago, I'll give it a couple of weeks, just to see if they've patched it by then or whatever. I'll give them a chance, but yeah, it's getting to the point where it's becoming more irrelevant each day about getting the footage for the lift-off thing anyway. Obviously, I wanted to get the footage. And what a lot of people were saying was it's glitching like the cutscene, so instead of seeing the actual rocket take off and all the rest of it, you just get like a black screen with snow. We'll get to that a little bit later. The other thing though, the problem I was having yesterday was, as you can see, like the rocket was in that little shed, and I've just got to, well, to be fair, probably a little bit bigger than a little shed. Yeah, I've just got to tow it out of there, like 100 foot down a little railroad track thing, and that's it. Yeah, it was like stuck in place. To be honest, I cut 99% of all the dicking around trying to pull the thing out of there. That's what she said. Yeah, it was literally locked in place in the end, and it certainly wasn't 100% success rate or whatever, but I kept reversing into the trailer with like the Zikz and various different vehicles, just trying to literally smash into it as much as I could, and I believe I've left the clip coming up in a minute or two, where you'll see the trailer, the whole rocket and everything on like the rail track thing it's on, kind of tip a bit, as in it must, when it spawns, it must be leaning to the side and catching on something, so it's like completely locked in place. There's another goddamn horse. That was the Zikz and Lo4f that got the trailer to there in the first place. Yeah, even now, like this is with the Lo4f wedged behind the wall, which obviously is like, then in theory I can't move back, so it sort of has to pull that thing forward. It was actually moving there, but extremely slowly. Like after about a minute it's probably forward like, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches or something. But yeah, trying with a Lo4f wedge behind the wall. The winch points on the bloody thing are a pain in the arse as well. There's some bug with it where, I don't know, you have to be a lot closer than you normally would for it to show the winches, otherwise it just, yeah, doesn't let you choose them. It's almost as if you have to be able to reach the winches at the, like there's 4 winches near the front. You have to be able to reach the furthest back ones, but once you can, it'll show you the front ones, but they're not counting for like when it'll actually show you them. Yeah, I mean, like I said here, I've cut a shitload out really, but I just kept reversing at it, sticking a winch on, pulling it, resetting the mission. I believe I've just shown you doing that. When I reversed in there now, obviously the camera goes above the thing, so you can't even see what you're doing when you're in there. I must have moved the rocket, because as you can see now, complete like night and day difference. Stick the winch on, start driving forward, and it starts towing out there with no issues. So I thought, oh, things are a bit more sorted now, it's moving or whatever. I disconnected the Zikz now, I think I switched back to the Dolphin or something. Long story short, it got stuck again, just completely locked in place. I reset the mission again, and I believe this is the one where, as you'll see, I reverse into it now. See it now tip over to the right as we're looking at it. And again, between those last couple of cuts, there was like, you know, another half an hour of me fucking around trying to get the thing to move. So, yeah, a lot more pulling with the Zikz and all the rest of it, nothing going on. As soon as I then reversed and made it like tilt a little bit to the right, as you can see, it starts coming out again, because I've seen a few people in the comments saying they were having the same issue with the rocket getting stuck, and one or two people were sort of saying they were waiting for me to make a video on this to see what I did to get around it. And yeah, I mean, it's sort of trial and error, to be honest. I can't really say anything that's set in stone guaranteed. There was a few times I reversed and smashed into the rocket and it didn't move, and that was it. It was still locked in place. All in all, this mission, I have to say, kind of 1 out of 10 for bugs and just being a bit of a, like, I have to say, most of this entire game, including the DLC, you know, after season pass and all that, doesn't feel like an afterthought. This mission kind of does. It's probably one of the first, yeah, where it's just like poorly done. It was a pain in the ass getting the rocket out of there. Yeah, obviously plenty of people have said about glitches with the cutscene and all the rest of it, and considering all the other missions were kind of leading up to this one thing. As well, just to throw it out there, they nerfed the Zikz again, because when I was driving this Zikz, I wouldn't even bother leaving all the footage, and this was just crossing the river. I have got stuck before using the Zikz about here, to be fair, but I don't know, it just felt really gutless. The thing was barely, like, it kept stopping on the road, even on fairly flat ground, and just dropping back to first gear and slowly creeping up again. I mean, again, it's a good job, got a goddamn professional with me. Even though we've Me and the Loaf had a little holiday. He still knows what he's doing. Still a goddamn horse of a vehicle. Yeah, flung him off the roof, set him in front. I had a quick go when I was in the Loaf, but obviously then the Zikz isn't really flooring it properly and it's not steering the wheels, etc. So I switched back to the Zikz, flung a winch out to the Loaf. He got me out of there. Got stuck again about a foot later. I mean, again, well, Bruce I've tried once over here. No, did Bruce make it or not? I think he did. Either way, the Loaf still remains the only thing that does and has managed and probably will again to just go back and forth across this river and has never got stuck. Yeah, saved me bacon there again. Got him out. There's like a red trailer in the water. That was from like the windsock that took my Dolphin with it. Again, someone who's new to this is like, what the fuck is this guy on about? So yeah, I wanted to have an astronaut Loaf, so I put him on there, but the hitbox thing that you sit on a bit iffy, a bit hard to tell what's going on. Nearly fell off the Loaf. He flung a panic winch out. I have no idea what happened then. Took a big hit of damage, killed the engine, disconnected the winch. Loaf did a backflip because he's a goddamn professional. And goes crawling over to the Zikz like, yep, I'm all fucked up, mate. Need some repairs. So anyway, we've got the Loaf on, astronaut Loaf. I had to. And then basically, the bloody trailer was stuck again, but after crashing into it loads of times, and then as you see there, just drove flat out past it, flung a winch out. It jerked it enough. That's definitely what she said. It started moving. Sadly, as soon as you go into the cutscene and all the rest of it, the rocket turned into like a ghost. The Loaf fell through it. Well, this stage complete. I thought it was just going to launch it now. And at this point, I was like, oh cool, the cutscene's working. But then it just said, oh, like, stage completed, and I've got to go to mission control. You can see the Loaf that's now kind of face first in the trailer. So, alright, I'll have one more go at trying to get me Loaf to space. But next issue, not really a problem in the context of the mission itself, but there's kind of like an invisible wall around the whole rocket, so yeah, I can't even get the Loaf beyond these invisible barriers that they like to do. So I decided to leave the Loaf. See, this is just gut feeling with the Loaf, and you'll see. So we planted the Loaf there, and now I've got to switch. So I missed like the good footage of it. You can see the yellow box there, like mission control. You've had to go there before. If you've got to this point with the rocket, you should know what the mission control is. Fling another Loaf and another Dolphin, drop the hammer, and we're on the way. And I have to say, the Dolphin's been feeling pretty good the last couple of days when I've been driving it. It's even on this map, still it's maintaining pretty bloody good speed. And again, I cut most of it out when I took the Zikz there with a crane, but that was a much slower journey. So if I just turned off to the right, then that was through the farm. So that's kind of the route I took the first time when I went to the launch pad place. This, up to now, is the route I just took with the Zikz, really. Like, further down here, I could cross the river if I want, but I don't need to in this case. But yeah, this is pretty decent speed. It's maintaining it pretty well. A hell of a lot better than the Zikz. I don't know if it's just me or what, but the Zikz was doing terrible driving down here, and funnily enough, it's the exact same road, and this Dolphin has got a Loaf in the back, so it's not like, I don't know, the Zikz had a crane, but it is the Zikz as well, so I can't see that being like the be-all and end-all. So if I just went right there, that's where you cross the river. Just cut around to the right of that world's biggest pothole that's like big enough to lose an entire truck in it. And yeah, it was a pretty smooth, easy, nice drive there. It was a strategic trailer. Nice drive the whole way there, and then I just completely cock it up and splat into the bloody wall. And at this point, to be honest, it was only about now I kind of realised, oh yeah, I was going to wait until the saving things. So, the cutscene starts, I was like, oh good. You can see my loafs, there he is floating. Sadly, these things are going to move. Let go of the rocket starts taking off, and then bang. Black screen, snow going across, that's what everyone's been telling me. I saved the footage now because I was just about to quit the game and reload it and hope that worked, but then as it came out the cutscene, you can see the saving cogs are already there. I'm not sure if that's just unlucky timing on my part, because I believe I drove into that square to initiate the cutscene as the loading cogs, or saving cogs, sorry, were there. But yeah, that's it. It's kind of, it black screened me with the snow thing at the end. There's not really a lot I can do about it. I did quit and reload the game just after now, and it was too late. Nothing. Yeah, it loaded the game back up now, basically, where I was just in that mission control yard. Switch back to here. Like I said, 26 grand, it's pretty decent considering like, I just made it a load of extra effort, bringing a crane and putting the loaf on the rocket and all the rest of it, but that's, yeah, gotta have me loaf time. Speaking of the loaf, switch to him. I mean, he's not impressed. I think the Zikz is trying to talk him down, like, loaf, get down. He's like, nope, I want him to be an astronaut, goddammit. I hate you. Get away from me. Why'd the rocket leave without me? But you see, strategically placed him. Now he's wedged as part of the rocket structure. Anyway, that's about it for today though. Good luck with the mission. Good luck getting the actual full cutscene and all the rest of it. But yeah, that's about it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.